GreenMachineSam back with another video, and today we have Season 4 of the Saints rebuild. After making the NFC Championship and then losing to the 7 seed Bucks, we're coming back with a little bit of a vengeance. But the problem is we're losing more players than ever this year. I did go ahead and fill out the roster as well as release Mitch Wisnowski because he was a 73 overall heading into this season. So I signed Jack Fox out of free agency because heaven forbid any other teams do. Terrell Burgess, who we just traded for, and Takk McKinley and Demario Davis, who we just picked up, as well as Jared Wayne, are all coming off contract. Alvin Kamara, Quinnen Williams, Doug Browning, and Adrian Amos are all coming off contract, as well as Julius Vick will be coming off his rookie deal. Marcus Sullivan will be coming off too, and as well as John Ross, but those two I'm not going to be real worried about re-signing. We have to bring back Vick, Browning, Keenan Williams, and Alvin Kamara. I'm not too worried about Adrian Amos as we did just trade for a backup. If anything, Amos will probably just be able to walk after the season. I would like to bring back Terrell Burgess as he is a good option as well, but we do have Overstreet, so there's no point in bringing him back if we don't have the money or if we just don't have the room to bring him back. With just over, I think it's $63 million to bring these guys back. It's going to be quite expensive, but I think we'll be able to do it. Taking a look at the team before we hop into the season, we are starting Devontae Smith and Bryan Edwards over Michael Thomas. He might be gone after this year. He's just going to be too expensive for the overall. Jake Fromm still going to start. McKinley, I'm going to leave backup for right now. If we don't do good this season, then we'll be looking at a quarterback replacement going into next season. But at that point, I might trade for a veteran. The defense, looking good. Linebackers developing. Safeties developing. Everybody's developing all around the table. It's looking like a good situation for us. We are having Amos play in a lot of positions. Backup, strong safety, 4-string corner. He's also playing the 3rd-string sub linebacker, if I remember correctly, and the 2nd-string slot corner. So we have plenty of guys all around. It's just going to depend on how well our offense can play. At the midseason mark, we are 3-4, bottom of the division. It's not looking good for us heading into this end of the season. I might try to make a move now to get a quarterback after just losing to the Bucks 45-42. I think we have to do something now or it's going to be too late. Sorry, Jake Fromm, but I just have to bring in somebody else. So we're bringing in G. Brown from the Texans. We're trading McKinley, Muse, and Bryant all to the Texans for just this quarterback. Alvin Kamara is getting a 5-year, $55.8 million deal. I have to bring him back. He's the workhorse of this team, and he does decide to stay. Julius Vick getting a 5-year, $50.8 million deal. Just makes sense to bring him back. He's a very good pass rusher, and he does. So with this being our first time not making the playoffs, finishing 7-10, it kind of stinks. You know, our team was looking very good, and with regression being a major factor in all levels of our team, it's going to be hard. Our quarterbacks combined for a little under 4,500 yards, 26 touchdowns, and over 24 interceptions. So that was just not good. Jake Fromm, 1,900 yards, 10 touchdowns, 13 picks in his first 8 weeks. That is not fucking good at all. Alvin Kamara, 1,500 yards, 17 touchdowns. Moses Adams, 113 yards, 3 touchdowns. So pretty decent from our running backs, nothing too spectacular. Devontae Smith with over 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns. Michael Thomas, 1,000 yards, 5 touchdowns. Adam Trotman, 865 yards, 1 touchdown. And Bryan Edwards with 700 yards, 4 touchdowns. Kamara, 554 yards, 8 touchdowns. Blocking doesn't matter. This game's broken. Doesn't matter all that much. Jordan Brooks and Pat Werner combined for well over a 260 tackles. So that's good from our top 2 backers there. Davenport, 21 tackles for loss, 20 for Keenan Williams, 15 for Cam Jordan, and 12 for Vick. Sacks, on the other hand, 16.5 for Julius Vick, 12 for Cam Jordan, 8.5 for Keenan Williams, and 7.5 for Marcus Davenport. Vick played very well. I'm glad that we re-signed him. 2 picks for Brooks, 2 for Lattimore, 1 for CGJ, 1 for Overstreet, and 1 for Amos. So us not getting turnovers was probably a big factor, especially with Fromm giving up so much no defensive touchdowns. We did have a safety in there as well. Evan McPherson on extra points was perfect. He got 2 blocked, though. On field goals, though, he was not so good. 18 of 24 if you do not include the blocked kick. Punting was okay. 1 return touchdown for Marcus Sullivan. Retirements, nothing too major to talk about. A lot of guys that have been important over the last couple of years, but nothing too fantastic like quarterbacks or anything. Once again, the only guys I plan on bringing back are Keenan Williams and Doug Browning. I need to bring them back. They're the lifeblood of this team. They help us form the trenches. And that's probably why Doug Browning progressed so well, is probably because he had to put up with Keenan Williams shit for all 4 years. Doug Browning, we're giving a 7-year, $106 million deal. If he doesn't sign, he will get the franchise tag. I need him more than I need Keenan Williams. Keenan Williams getting a 7-year, $157 million deal. We're actually just going to bump this up to 23. Fuck it, $161 million. Hopefully he resigns. He does. Cool. He's going to be making about the same money we would have given him anyway, 16.5. We will be looking to either sign some key pieces that we need. Money to sign really anyone. We have to make our money count. So Jack Fox, Kendall Fuller, Adrian Amos, DeMarcus Lawrence, Jayon Brown, Alua Khan, Marquez Callaway, and John Ross will be our signing. So at the end of the free agency, we ended up getting Stephon Gilmore, Jake Bailey, Jayon Brown, Von Bell, Alua Khan, and John Ross. We did not end up getting Lawrence, May, or Landry. And up for the number 1 pick, first round pick of this year at 31, and our first and second of next year gets us the number 1 overall pick. We're taking a quarterback. I'm just hoping they're good. Hunter Jackson out of South Carolina, 6'4", 226, 21 years old, with a hidden dev trait. Great throw power, good athletic traits. Let's just hope he's the guy. Trading down at pick 11, we're going to trade down with the Jacksonville Jaguars. They're just offering me the most. They're offering me 2 2s, one of this year, one of next year, and a 1 of next year. Just makes the most sense. Tremont Wimbley out of Clemson, 6'3", 247, 22 years old. We're just going to keep drafting edge rushers until I find one that I really like. Another trade down here. We're not taking anybody at the end of the second round. At pick 30, we're going to trade down with the Tennessee Titans. Trading a 3, 6, and a 6 of this year for a 3 and a 7 of next year. Just don't need these picks. I have 2 4s, and I'm going to take both my guys that are scheduled for day 3 picks. Tevin Sheldon out of Clemson, 23 years old, 6'2", 207, hidden dev trait. Not the greatest athletic traits, but he's still good enough to play for me. He'll be a backup no matter what. We have 2 very good guys in Overstreet and in Williams. Thaddeus Henning out of Tennessee State, 6'4", 252, 22 years old. Good athletic traits. The name Thad brought back a memory of Thad from Blue Mountain State, who's now playing, I think, Jack Reacher in a series. I think that's supposed to be coming to Amazon Prime, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's him. So we ended up taking a very good quarterback. He should lead us pretty well. We ended up taking an edge as well in Tremont Wimbley, who moved down to that left end spot, as the other guy was a speed rusher, so wasn't really filling in that role behind Cam Hayward all that well. Tevin Sheldon is just a backup, let's be real, as well as Thaddeus Henning. With that being said, guys, if you guys enjoy any of my content, whether it's this type of stuff of rebuilds or any of my NBA or MLB content as well, any of my roster updates either, I hope you guys subscribe, hit that notification bell so you guys will be notified anytime I post a video, and I'll be back with more content here soon. But with that being said, guys, I'm out. Peace.